Hello world, from whichever time zone you're catching me from, my name is MD90. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification to all so that you do not miss the uploads that come up. And the easiest way for you to navigate the channel is to head to the playlist. You'll find videos curated for you based on your interest. So if you're interested in the Kuchika podcast, you'll find a playlist for that. For news and trends, there's a playlist for that. Exclusive with MD90, a bunch of playlists that are created based on your interest. So the easiest way to navigate the channel is head straight to the playlist and you'll find what you're here for. Consider becoming a member of the channel. Right next to the subscribe button is the join button. You click on the join button so that you can become a member of the channel. You support the team on the production and a number of things that we're doing here, and we appreciate that.
Well, as you may be aware, former Minister of Information in the Patriotic Front, Kambwili, a member of the Central Committee, has been incarcerated in Kasama and is facing a number of court cases still. So in as much as he's been incarcerated, he still appears for a number of court cases that he still has that are pending. So there's been a development the past 24 hours. He's been in the news. It seems like his health has been deteriorating the time that he's been in prison. So there's been an appeal from his family and members of the Patriotic Front trying to get him help while he still serves his sentence. He made it clear that he had no intentions of appealing the sentence that he's currently serving. It should be like a 6 months sentence with hard labor with regard to statements that he had made during the 2021 general elections in the build up to that. So he says he's going to serve out that sentence, but he still has a number of court cases still going on. So according to the Patriotic Front, which was put out by Emmanuel Mwamba an hour ago, this is a statement. So an update, Kambwili allowed him to access urgent medical treatment. Last night, prison authorities transported former cabinet minister and Patriotic Front member of the Central Committee, Honorable Kambwili, from Milima Correctional Facility in Kasama to Lusaka. Since he has been seriously unwell and has been seen by doctors at Kasama General Hospital, the family hoped that Honorable Kambwili was being evacuated for specialized treatment either at Mainasoko Medical Center, the University Teaching Hospital, UTH. But it has sadly turned out that he was being taken to Lusaka Magistrate to face a case of unlawful assembly. You may remember that Honorable Kambwili was arrested and charged with unlawful assembly, allegedly threatening violence in relation to a gathering that took place at his residence in Lusaka, where youths were protesting the high cost of living. Honorable Kambwili is currently serving a 5 months jail sentence after losing his appeal against the conviction for allegedly expressing hatred and ridicule based on tribal or place of origin. This relates to remarks he had made on radio broadcasts in 2021. This follows the decision by the Kasama High Court to uphold the magistrate court decision on July 14th, 2025. He began serving his sentence immediately. We now understand that Honorable Kambwili, despite his serious illness, has been taken back into a prison facility without affording him the opportunity to access medical treatment. We appeal to Minister of Home Affairs and Security, Honorable Jack Mwimbu, and Commissioner of Correctional Services, Mr. Frederick, to ensure that Honorable Kambwili is afforded the urgent opportunity to seek medical treatment owing to his acute medical condition, and signed off Emmanuel Mwamba, Chairperson for Information and Media, a member of the Central Committee for the Patriotic Front. So that's the situation happening with Kambwili. Obviously, Mao Sampa also weighed in the situation. He had put up a statement with regard to the same. This is a Batero Member of Parliament. He says Kambwili is very ill and currently on a dilapidated ambulance from Kasama to Lusaka Mainasoko by road. Where is Boma Flying Doctor's ambulance? He asks. Hello Ngafwa, at barrio is public interest, while his health is not. We must preside with NBC live coverage. He laughs it off. So you're saying instead of transporting him via road, why didn't they airlift him so that he can go to Mainasoko, according to Mao Sampa? That's the Senatorial Member of Parliament weighing in on that issue. And then the UPND put up this post with regard to the Zambia flying doctors evacuates critical patients from Chipata to Minasoko. So pretty much another patient was evacuated. The two are not related, but it's a comment that Joseph K put up on that repatriation of that patient. So he asked the same. Mingalato kind of posting, avoiding the question about how Kambwili was evacuated to Minasoko using dilapidated ambulance, he asks. And then the UPND responded to that, saying, he's a convict. So simply saying Kambwili is a convict, so he cannot compare the two. That's the response he got from that. But in other news, as you may remember, the relationship between Zambia and the US has been very solid. But of recent past, the past 24 hours, some new developments have emerged. So Oliver Shalala put up an image of where during the visit of then Vice President of the US, Kamala Harris, when she was in Zambia. So he had put up the United States Vice President Kamala Harris reacts to seeing giraffe and zebras in the State House grounds during the press conference with President Hichilema in 2023. So he put up that image where President Hakainde Hichilema had a press briefing with Kamala Harris, then Vice President, before she was the nominee for the elections in the US. And then, this is what has happened. The last 24 hours is the US visa is what has been in the conversation. So according to the news diggers, US visa gets harder. Zambian travelers to deposit 15,000 USD as they travel to the US. That's one of the conditions they put. So some of the details that have emerged, starting August 20th, 2025, Malawi and Zambia national US business or tourist visas will be requested to pay 15,000 US dollars deposit. The measure is part of a one-year pilot program introduced under the Donald Trump administration aimed at reducing visa outstays. The bond will be refunded in full if travelers comply with all visa conditions, but forfeited if they remain in the US beyond their authorized stay. So according to 2023 data from the US Department of Homeland Security, approximately 14% of Malawian visitors and 11% of Zambian visitors overstay their stay in the US, and that is why that has been implemented. So 11% of Zambians that travel to the US seem to overstay their welcome, and that's why that 15,000 USD has been added to that. Obviously, Zambians haven't received that very well. So Chitamalamwe weighed in to say, did you know that an entry visa into Zambia only costs American citizen 25 US dollars or 40 US dollars? So he's doing the comparison to say, in as much as Zambians get to pay a lot of money to get the US visa. Now, additionally to what they pay for their US visa, they'll be required to make that 15,000 USD payment. So you're simply asking to say, what's going on? And then Tracy Kakoma in the comment section reacted to say, and it costs it costs British citizens £0 to come to Zambia. Check the other way around. You think you are applying to go to heaven. So Tracy also brought up the issue to say it's not only the United States, even the UK, that how much Zambia pay for their visas. What is the UK citizens coming to Zambia at £0? So that's a conversation. And obviously, Emmanuel Mamba weighed in. Also, he's still in the US, though. He's putting up this statement. So out of 15.3 million foreigners in US, there are only 1,500 Zambians, but the country has received punishment. So he puts up a statement to say only 1,500 Zambians are in the US that are accounted for. So then where is the punishment coming from out of the 53 million foreigners? And they started having that conversation. And then the UPND also responded to the state of affairs. It says, it is becoming clear that Zambia is paying dearly for its close relations and upgrade in strategic partnership with China. Big Brother is not happy, referring to the Americans there. So it's a Big Brother is not happy, hence all these visa restrictions. How many Zambians flock to United States of America compared to some other countries? So according to the UPND, they put up a statement to say it's because of how they've strengthened the relationship between Zambia and China, and that's why they are getting that. That's the UPND, the ruling party. And then Oliver responded to Emmanuel Mwamba's percentages. And then Oliver says, and 11% of those visitors from Zambia outstayed their visitor's visa. Hello, it's non-refundable. It's not a forcing matter. You don't have to go there. It's their own country. So Oliver Shara simply says it's their country. They're free to decide how it plays out. Emmanuel Mamba responded to him to say, Zambia does not even make the top. Does not even make it to the top. Mexico had the largest number of visa outstays in the United States of America, followed by India, China, Venezuela, and the Philippines, while Canada and Mexico are often the top countries for overall overstay due to high numbers of visitors. They have separate reporting requirements due to high volumes and land border crossings. So they are having that debate with regard to the visa situation between Zambia and the US. And obviously, the Patriotic Front jabbed at President Hakainde Hichilema. There they say, because if you're not aware, Zambia signed a Lubito arrangement where a railway is going to be built from the Democratic Republic of Congo through Zambia and to Angola. So based on that Lubito corridor is related to the mining sector. So according to the Patriotic Front, say after signing a 25-year lease to give away copper, cobalt, lithium, and magnesium, and then you get punished by the US. So like Zambia has done everything it can do to preserve the US relationship, but anyway, they are receiving a punishment there. And then Oliver Shara simply responds to this. He says his plan is to say the most lies, most despicable things, including that Zambia is dangerous, annoying many people, then claim his life is in danger and hence asylum application. So I don't know if he's referring to Emmanuel Mwamba here or he's referring to Chirfetayali, but he just put that as a blanket statement. Whoever the shoe fits can wear it. And the UPND says we want the government of the Republic of Zambia to pay our lawyers more than 10 million rands in legal fees accrued so far, family tells court. So this is in relation to the Edgar Chagwa court case. So according to the UPN, it seems like part of the demands, the family of Edgar Chagwa stated if they win the court case, legal fees are supposed to be paid by the states, and the amount is 10 million rands there. What else? And then some US removed citizens from Chambeshi after spill. So there's been an acid spill that went through Mwembeshi River and then now Chambeshi area, and it went as far as Kafue River. And the US seems like because of the poisoning around those areas, it has advised its citizens to move away from those areas. So that's where that statement is coming from. For by-elections, attract 500 police officers. So Mfue is about to have by-elections. Today was the last day of campaigns. So tomorrow we are having by-elections in Mfue. And then the police that have been deployed in the area have also been ordered, drink beer, be dismissed. Commissioner warns Mfue deployed cops for the by-elections. So the police officers that have been deployed in Mfue have been warned, should any one of them be found consuming alcohol during this period, they will be dismissed. Not only just penalized, but they are dismissed. So that's a good step. People are happy with that. Daily Nation, UPND lack internal democracy, says ACA. And then smelter challenges hit copper mines. That's what else is in the Real Times? Chingola woman kills hubby with help of brother after an argument from a drinking spree. Mass newspaper says Electoral Commission of Zambia selects suspect firms. A TIZ investigation reviews a South Korean firm with tainted history lined up to handle Zambia's 2026 poor voter registration. So the conversation with regard to the voter registration in the build up to the 2026 seems like it's dominating. So that those allegations popping up. Then, according to Makebi Zulu, he says, you won't die if you don't attend the funeral, Makebi tells Hichilema. So that's a family spokesperson still insisting that President Hakainde Hichilema should not attend Edgar Chagalungu's funeral, and he put up that statement. To which, obviously, Oliver Shalala responded. He simply says, similarly, Makebi Zulu won't die if he loses the case in the Pretoria court and then has to come and defend all the clients in the Zambian courts because their cases haven't been quashed. So that was a rebuttal coming from the UPND there. Then First Quantum Minerals secures a $1 billion gold stream deal. What else is in the news? Daily Liberation. SEC Director General explains massive resignations. It seems like there are some resignations happening at the Anti-Corruption Commission. So it says he was given an explanation. Sources say investigations head is the deputy on first leave on forced leave with 16 leaving. So that's what's going on to the Anti-Corruption Commission, and that's the news, ladies and gentlemen.